Through an American Dream grant provided by the American Library Association and the Dollar General Literacy Foundation, the Athens-Clarke County, Georgia Library, Pinewoods Branch, is enabling adult immigrants to develop English language skills that better equip them to survive in American society and communicate with their children. The Pinewoods Library and Learning Center has received American Dream grants in the past that have helped the library improve literacy services through volunteer training, book and AV purchases, and publicity outreach. With the latest grant, the library is expanding existing English literacy services that enable adults to learn how to read and write or converse in English.
Here, the Pinewoods Library is located in a trailer park, and that's mostly a Hispanic neighborhood. And it's about like 2,000 families that live, people that live here in this neighborhood. And this is pretty much like the first stop in Athens. When they come from different countries, they come to this neighborhood. And it's kind of like isolated. There's no public transportation. And this library has become like the hub for information for most people. People come here to know about where to send their kids to school, where to find jobs, and how to learn a language. And we provide many services in that aspect. And one of the services that we have is ESOL as a second language, and the American Dream grant has helped a lot with our classes, because we have now a full-time teacher that is on our payroll with the grant, and we have purchased the materials needed for that class to be successful. Inglés sin barreras, several DVDs, many books that are the most popular right now, and the ones that the students feel like these are the books that we want to work with, not necessarily the ones that we had before. So with this money we've been able to buy these materials, and also we've been able to purchase a TV that we didn't have. We have one of those old ones with a built-in DVD player, VCR. Now we have a new one where we have already watched several of the movies that we have purchased also with the money, and movies that are most educational about actually pretty much American Dream and the first Latino Americans that came to this country. And it has been very inspiring for them, and we did all this in the Hispanic Heritage Month. And in that month we celebrated here many cultural events, and we took our information out into the community also, since we were part of the Latino Fest, where there was about 400 people that attended that event, and we were able to present who we were and the programs that we offer and the sponsors that we had. And many of our partners are aware now of the help that the American Library Association and the Dollar General have provided to us, and they feel really good of that. They didn't know, they thought, oh, this was just Pinewoods Library doing all this. And right now they're very grateful of this partnership with the Dollar General and the American Library Association. Our partners are usually community people that want to help out due to either personal interest, or it could be like with the students of the University of Georgia, they have to do learning service courses. So we provide pretty much the students for them to work with. So in our after-school program, the UGA students, they come for a set amount of time to sit with our kids, and it helped both of us, because we have all the kids of the neighborhood come to the library after school, because sometimes the parents are not even home until later. So we're providing them a service, and the UGA students are the ones that are here being a mentor, being a good role model, and helping out with the homework. And we have other partners like the Girl Scouts, and we have also several other agencies from the community like Athens Land Trust, and we have the several UGA departments that send their people here for health fairs, citizenship classes, and different activities, that even just nutrition, cooking classes. We have the ESL class, which comes every Tuesday and Thursday, and the students here, their goal is to be able to communicate in English, be able to talk to their own kids, because there's a little gap in language. Because the kids want to be a part of this culture. They start talking English and they start forgetting to talk Spanish at home, and it's creating this communication gap with the parents that we feel that is something that we could help out here by having these classes. Most of the time, the people come here asking, okay, how do I communicate this to my child? And we feel like these are problems that the language barriers are causing.
Cuando me vine a los Estados Unidos, yo pensé acabarme el dinero de los Estados Unidos.
When I came from Mexico, I thought in take all the money from the U.S.
Pero en aquel entonces estaba soltera, mis sueños eran ayudar a mis padres.
In that time, I was single, and my dream was help my parents, make money to send Mexico to help my parents.
En lo económico lo logré.
Economically, I got it. I help them now.
Pero ahora que me casé y tengo mis hijas,
But now that I'm married and I have kids,
me interesa que yo mi soltería la invertí en trabajar.
when I was single, I all that I did was work.
No, me arrepiento de no haber tomado esta oportunidad que tengo ahora de estudiar, que no lo hice en el pasado.
So now I regret not studying more, not take the opportunity to study when I could, that she's doing now.
Y ahora me interesaría seguir con mis clases para el día de mañana no depender de un traductor.
So what I'm looking now is to keep the classes, so in the future don't need a translator.
Porque puedo, o sea, digamos que necesito algo, puedo poner mitad de inglés y mitad de español, pero no quisiera eso.
Because she knows now, she can speak half English, half Spanish, but she wants to speak full English in the future.
Ese sería mi sueño,
So
que quisiera, y por mí y por mis hijas, que a veces pienso que va a llegar un futuro que no las voy a entender.
So that's my dream, that speak English for her and for her kids, because it will get a moment that she will not be able to understand them, and when that moment comes, she wants to be able to understand them.
I was a public school teacher here in Clarke County for 30 years, and I was in Peace Corps in Iran, and I have a background in languages, but not in Spanish, but I started volunteering at the local elementary school where they're 70% Hispanic, and when I heard that they needed someone here at this library, I came and I started working here. We have class Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 8. Teaching English is a second language. and it's for adults. Usually we have 5 to 6 adults. I plan lessons according to what they need. I say, what kind of help do you need? And if they say, for example, we need help in the grocery store, or we need help at the doctor's office, that's how I plan. We do have a textbook that we use that the library has copies of, but part of every lesson is, well, what's going on in your life? What can I help you with as far as English goes? And so one might say, I went to the post office and I had trouble talking with the postmistress there, and so, or I went and talked to my child's teacher and I had questions and I didn't know how to ask them, so we will figure out how to do that. I went with a student to the post office. The problem was not her English. The problem was that the postmistress was very unhelpful. So we got the U.S. Post Office on the telephone to explain to her that yes, she did have the form, but it would be very hard for my student in a second language to explain all this. So since I have free time, I'm happy to go, and it's a wonderful experience for me because it's just that the Hispanic population is so eager and so appreciative, and they are so warm and friendly. I look forward to every class. It's more than just a group of students. It's a group of friends. So we learn, but we also laugh. We talk about our families. We talk about our problems. I also have to say that the library here at Pinewoods is fantastic. I've never seen a library that reaches out to the community so much. It is truly a community center. It's what I envision every library being is it is the community center. I look forward to coming to this library because everybody's friends here. It reminds me of the bar in Cheers, you know, where everybody's your friend. So for me, it's a wonderful experience.
Many times we use the resources that we have here, like flyers, or sometimes to get the people involved in what we're doing, the services, and to reach people not from this neighborhood, because we want to serve as many people as possible, even though this is just a small trailer, but we want to be able to serve the Athens community in general. So a few years ago, we actually put some billboards with the help of the American Dream Grant, where it reached a large community in the other side of town that as soon as they saw that billboard, people started calling over asking, you have computer classes, you have ESL classes. I didn't even know this library existed, and which was a good thing because we're kind of like isolated, and only the people that know about us by word of mouth will come over here. So it was the first time that we did some big time campaign like that. And also when we have been invited to big events like the Latino Fest, where we're able to have like 5-10 minutes in the microphone telling the general public what services we offer at this library, that helps a lot. And the fact that also at the same time we could give them flyers to take home and give to other friends. And we provided here some services for people that are illiterate and never gone to school. So we serve. It doesn't serve a purpose to give a flyer to a person like that, but other people will tell them, you know, this is what I learned about this library, and this is a place that you could go and take these classes.
Our summer program was focused on technology, different aspects of the use of social networks, understanding privacy and safety, but also we implemented a program to create family stories or organize your photos in a way that you could craft a narrative or organize different events within your family. history. So it was very interesting because some of the patrons who attended, they came with their children, and it was, for some of them, it was the first time that they had an opportunity to manage, scan, edit, arrange the photographs they had taken over a number of years. So we had people bring their laptops, bring their cameras, bring their phones, and some of the students who attended this program were able to produce a voice narration over the photographs that they arranged, and with the participation of their children. So there was one of the students, she had her kids, she interviewed them, and the audience of these photo stories were relatives who are living in Mexico. We had several toddlers who were very invested in understanding how a mouse worked and what parents were doing, and being curious about their voices being recorded and looking at pictures of themselves. We used a few cameras that parents took for those parents who didn't have recent pictures. They took the pictures, brought them back, and it was a time-consuming activity because of the amount of media that people had to organize, but it was a meaningful learning experience for them because it wasn't just learning computer skills just for the sake of it.
I really appreciate all what Pinewoods Library does for us. It was the first place I saw my American dream making true was Pinewoods Library. Me and my family, we came here just like 3 weeks after we came from Cuba, and thank you to Pinewoods Library, we had a great welcome to America. So I really appreciate all that Pinewoods does for us, and all that the American Dreams grant does for Pinewoods Library. Thank you so much.
When you first drive in, you go, this is a little trailer park and it's a teeny little library, but it has a huge heart and it has a huge impact on the community because, largely because of Aida's and Norhe's personalities. They are people magnets. People love to come to the library. They know they can come here and they will get help. To me, it's what every library should be. And the fact that it's not huge is actually an asset to the library. It has a very homey feel. I look forward to coming here. Sometimes I come here just to be around friendly people. So I am very impressed with the library and all that they do.